to another episode of The Midnight Toker. I am your host, Big Mulla, and today we're going to go back to Isla Nublar and do a little retrospective on Jurassic Park. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of The Midnight Toker. I am your host, Big Mulla, and today we are doing something new. I got a guest with me for once. Finally, somebody to talk to. I'm so stoked about this. So, without further ado, please give a big hand to Zach Robinson.
Hey everybody, my name is Zach, and I'm just here talking about movies with Big Mulla. Thanks for having me. And let's get into it.
No problem. You can do a quick little commercial for yourself if you want to. What do you do?
All right. Well, I don't podcast or do YouTube or anything, so I can't really say anything. I just kind of watch movies and listen to other people talk about movies.
Yeah. Okay. I actually thought maybe you had a YouTube channel because of your screen name, but
well, I mean.
Nope.
I tried to get a YouTube channel going at one point, but lack of funds is, lack of funds is a bitch.
Yeah, it is. It's a long, boring road to walk.
Yeah. So when do you guys get Ted 2?
About a month from now.
Damn, I've went and seen it twice already.
Twice?
I went and saw it. I mean, I'm gonna read off all the movie tickets I have in my phone case. If you saw the picture I put on Twitter.
No, I don't think so.
1, 2, 3, 4 Jurassic Worlds. I have 2 Ted 2s and an Insidious Chapter 3.
Holy shit. I rarely go see a movie more than once in the theater.
I mean, I went and seen Jurassic World so many times because my girlfriend wanted to see it. My my 5-year-old nephew wanted to go see it.
Yeah.
I went to go see it twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually going to go and take one of my friend's kids, so.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, you kind of need to see those movies with kids, man. It's made for those.
Yeah. And then, Ted 2, I thought it was pretty good. There's some really good scenes in it, some really funny scenes in it.
Yeah, but from what I've heard so far, most people say the first one is better, so.
I thought the second one was better.
Oh,
I don't know.
Cool.
But,
that's one on that side of the checker.
But I went and saw Ted 2 the day after it came out, and then I went and saw it again last night with my sister and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
They hadn't seen it yet.
And it wasn't totally boring the second time?
I mean, there's some really long, drawn-out scenes. Like, there's this scene where Amanda Seyfried is sitting there playing the guitar, and that was a long, drawn-out scene.
Yeah.
And there's a scene in the beginning where, like, it's like a 4-minute scene. They should just put, go get your concessions now. Because, like
I like her, but I like Mila Kunis more.
I thought Amanda Seyfried was better. Like, it feels like Mila Kunis would have just jammed up the movie because Amanda Seyfried fits so well in it.
Yeah, okay.
Their lawyer.
Yeah, I usually like her in movies, so it's nothing against her. It's just I've always been a fan of Kunis.
I mean, Mila Kunis is good. She was really awful in that fucking Jupiter's Ascending.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard nothing good about it. But I'm so tired of the fucking Wachowskis or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of their shit. Like, the first Matrix was good, and that was it. Like, the Animatrix was better than the goddamn sequels.
Well, Amanda Seyfried was, even though it was a bad movie, I liked her part in A Million Ways to Die in the West. Even though it was
I liked A Million Ways to Die in the West. I thought it was funny.
She was good in Les Miserables. You saw that?
I didn't see it. I steered kind of clear of that one.
She was good in Mean Girls. It's a funny movie.
Yeah, and what was it called? In Time. If you ever saw that with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, and Cillian Murphy and all them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
And actually,
Mhm.
Justin Timberlake is turning out to be a fucking good actor.
Yeah, one of who's really starting to come up for me.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I saw Nightcrawler. Jesus Christ. But
Yeah.
he's always been like that, like since I saw Donnie Darko. I knew he had something that not everybody else had.
Gyllenhaal's gonna be in that new movie. He's in that movie Southpaw. He's gonna be in that new movie.
Yeah,
Everett.
yeah, I saw the trailer. He doesn't even look like his fucking self.
Yeah.
Like I saw,
Well,
he was
saw that movie.
he was
That
big
good.
in Jarhead or whatever that movie was called, but still, like in that new trailer, he's like fucking buff as hell, and like,
Yeah.
damn,
And then,
Gyllenhaal, really?
I think he has another movie coming up too. Another 2015 movie, but I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
But wonder who needs to just stay out of movies for like a good 2 years? Mark fucking Wahlberg. Why doesn't he? He just needs to calm down.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he's starting to turn out like Denzel or something like that. Who's just showing up in fucking everything.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty excited for this new movie with Tom Hanks, directed by Spielberg.
I'm kind of tired of the Tom Hanks Spielberg collaboration. Like, I know the movie will probably be good, but it's so fucking safe.
Yeah.
Like, you know it's gonna be good before you even see it. Like,
Yeah. I mean, Ted 2 was the only good Wahlberg movie I've seen in so long. He was in that terrible movie, The Gambler.
yeah,
He was in Lone Survivor, which was so bad.
Yeah,
He
I
was
never
in
saw that.
Transformers. He was
Yeah.
in Two Guns with Denzel, which wasn't that bad.
yeah, that one I heard was good actually.
He was
But-
in that movie.
But I don't know, he always seemed like such a straight, normal guy to me. So I kind of like that he just does shit. To him, it's a job. He doesn't really care that much. It seems. Like,
Yeah, but it was so funny because I went and saw Ted 2.
Yeah.
All right, I went and saw it with like me and my sister's boyfriend, not the one I was telling you about that we went and
Yeah.
saw it last night. But me and him, we have a thing every Wednesday. We go to the movies and we see a movie.
Yeah.
So we went last Wednesday and we saw Ted 2. And as we were walking out of the theater, I was like, it was pretty funny and all this and that. And he was like, I'm really tired of seeing Wahlberg. And I was like, well, that's true. And then I go to the movies last night, and there's this trailer for this movie with fucking Will Ferrell, and like it looks funny. And then it's panning up to show who the other guy in the movie is, and it's Mark Wahlberg. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Didn't they already do a movie together, or am I mixing things now?
I don't believe so, but they might have.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the movie's called, where they're going to be in it, but
Huh.
I think it's called Daddy Duty.
Dude's busy. That's what I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's called Daddy Duty. I might be wrong.
Oh, I know that title was meant for people like me to start laughing at. Daddy duty.
Gosh. I mean, like the idea of the movie's funny. It's like if you haven't seen the trailer, it's like
I don't think so.
it's like Will Ferrell's the stepdad, and then Mark Wahlberg's the real dad, and the real dad has a bunch of money and all this and that, and they're kind of competing. It was a funny idea.
Okay.
But Will Ferrell, everything he touches is funny. He was in Anchorman. He was in Step Brothers. He was in that movie Get Hard. That was funny.
Yep.
He was
He's
in
a funny guy. I don't necessarily like all his movies, but he's always funny in them. Like, I always got to give him credit for that. But I'm not the greatest Will Ferrell fan. At least not his movies. Kind of like oh, who the fuck am I thinking of? Whatever. It's not important. It's not important.
Here, name a movie and I might be able to tell you.
What the fuck was I thinking about? Like this one
Adam
actor.
Driver?
Fuck it. Whatever. Not important. Not important, man.
You see they're remaking the Griswold, right?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty funny.
It's got potential. I'm not gonna slaughter it before I see it.
Ed Helms is in it. Ed Helms is a funny guy.
But Dumb and Dumber 2 turned out to be a funny movie, so
You thought Dumb and Dumber 2 was funny?
yeah, I thought it was actually a pretty good companion to the first one.
I mean, Ed Helms is either a hit or miss actor. Like he was real good in The Hangover, and then he was bad in the second one.
Yeah, that's the dude with the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was funny in We're the Millers. I don't remember what else he was in. I think he was in The Lorax. I think he was in The Lorax.
Way. Love that flick.
The Lorax was cool. It had like the strongest or the worst ending ever. It felt like they just wrapped the ending up into like 10 minutes.
No. Worst ending ever is still the fucking it's probably not the worst ending, but my most hated is still Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, God damn. It feels like Jurassic Park 3 shouldn't have been made because it feels like Jurassic World picked up from Jurassic Park 2.
I always say like Jurassic, we should probably say this later, but I always say like Jurassic World is it's not as good as the first one, but at least it feels like a Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
The third one doesn't.
Have you seen that new movie Zach Galifianakis is going to be in?
No. I actually haven't kept up with him for many. Due Date was the last thing I saw him in, actually.
Oh, you didn't see...
But he was fucking awesome in Due Date.
You didn't see any of the Hangovers?
No. I saw the first one. Of course, but then I heard all the talk about the first one being the same thing as the first one, so I skipped it. And by the time the third one came, I just... No, I got no need for it. I'll probably watch it if I catch it on TV or something, but...
Well, he's in this new movie, and it has Owen Wilson in it, and all these people. It's like about them robbing a bank. I don't know. Not excited.
Actually, I'm not that into comedies anymore. Actually, I used to be a whole lot, but actually, Pixels, I'm pretty psyched about. The new Adam Sandler one.
A movie I want to be excited about, but I don't want to be excited about because I know it's not going to be good.
Yeah, but most people gotta agree, like, Adam Sandler can be good if he wants to. It's just that most of the time he sticks to the stuff that doesn't work.
Adam Sandler...
He does do some good stuff from time to time.
I mean, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison?
Yeah, Funny People. I thought he was pretty good in that.
Big Daddy?
I was like, how old was I? I was like 10, 11, 12 when those movies came out, so they were like perfect for me. I fucking love those movies, all the way up to Little Nicky. That's where I'd jump ship.
God, Little Nicky. Well, Grown Ups. I thought Grown Ups, like the first one, was funny in itself.
Yeah.
But Adam Sandler chose one movie to make it a sequel to, and he chose Grown Ups 2. What in the hell was he thinking? That movie was trash.
The only reason was because he could go on a holiday with his friends. That's the only reason. Just hang out with his buddies.
What the hell was The Cobbler? It had Method Man in it? What the shit was that? Why was that movie made?
Yeah, I don't even think I saw that one.
Oh, God.
Like, that's a dude who also makes too many movies. Like, I can't even keep up with him anymore. He makes more movies than 50 Cent makes mixtapes. Like...
Speaking of 50 Cent, you want to talk about the new Straight Outta Compton movie?
Yeah, sure.
Is Ice Cube and them even playing in it?
I think his son is playing Ice Cube, actually.
See, Eazy-E can't play in it because his ass died. But,
yeah, his ass died, but you still got his son, Lil Easy, or whatever his fucking name is.
Well, what about... Let's talk about my favorite director out right now. Let's talk about not M. Night Shyamalan. Let's talk about James Wan.
Oh, thank you. Hell yeah.
Wan
Everybody praise James Wan.
James Wan is an amazing director.
He's the
and
fucking
I don't
greatest.
know why he didn't come back for the third Insidious, but it was still good.
Probably because Lee Whannell wanted to do it. And they've been buds since day one, so why not?
James Wan, he knows the horror movie genre so well.
He does it so fucking good. I remember one dude said something about he doesn't have any false scares, and I never thought about it. Yeah. But he never do that. It's never a false scare. It's never a bullshit like jump scare.
Just think about it. James Wan was what did he do? Yeah, he directed Fast 7.
Yeah.
Good. He directed The Conjuring. Good movie. He directed
Conjuring is probably the best horror movie of the decade.
And Dead Silence, I liked it.
Awesome.
I thought Dead Silence was
Awesome.
good. And First Saw, he directed the first Saw.
First Saw. The best
If you
Saw.
ever saw Death Sentence,
I
he
love the
directed
Saw
Death
movies, but the
Sentence.
first one is definitely the best.
And did you ever see Death Sentence? With,
Death Sentence, I love. He did something. Insidious 1. Insidious 2 is the only movie that you can see he didn't put his heart into. He did not want to make Insidious 2.
Because he actually came out and said he didn't want to make the
Yeah,
second
they forced him into it so he could do The Conjuring or some shit like that. Because if I remember correctly, both movies was in the theater at the same time.
Why was Annabelle made? Why?
Because Conjuring was a fucking great movie. And then you gotta make a shitty spin-off. That's just how it is.
Annabelle was purely cash grab.
Yeah. The only thing that was good about Annabelle was that elevator scene.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Yeah, but that was fucking good. That was really that was classic horror. Like
James Wan is amazing. That's
there's no better word for it. Like I'm totally psyched about Conjuring 2. The fact that he's doing Aquaman.
Yep.
My imagination is just like going crazy about what the fuck does a James Wan Aquaman movie look like? That's gonna be gory as all hell.
Let's talk about a good director gone bad. Let's talk about M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night disappointment.
I mean, he wrote the story for Devil, which was a good movie, a scary movie.
That he did.
He directed Signs. He directed Lady in the Water, which I liked. He directed The Sixth Sense, which was a great movie, and he directed The Village, which was a great movie.
Yep.
But he also directed
No. Go back. Village was not a great movie. That's where that is where he lost me.
No, where he lost me was The Happening. Whoa, what the hell was
that's where he lost the last of his fans. The Village, if you were there for the trailers that promised you a fucking scary monster movie.
Yeah, where you thought it was going to be a monster movie, but it was
and I got duped into a fucking period piece with a fucking cult or some shit like that. That was not the movie I was expecting, and that was fucking pulling the fucking twist way too far, man.
Well, did you ever see Unbreakable?
Yeah, I remember seeing The Sixth Sense on VHS. I didn't see that in the cinema, but I saw Unbreakable and I saw The Village.
I saw The Happening in theaters, and I didn't finish it in the theater. I walked out at the scene where they're all at the table, and the lady's like, "Oh, you're gonna kill me in my sleep," and Mark Wahlberg's like, "What?" Oh. And I was like, "I gotta go. I got better things to do than this."
That was basically how I felt during The Village.
The Happening is a movie that shows that Mark Wahlberg will take any role thrown at him.
Yeah. But then again, you can look at a person like Michael Caine or some shit like that and say it does work. Like, dude is...
Michael Caine wasn't even allowed to accept his Oscar because of Jaws 4. Poor Michael Caine.
His greatest movie ever.
Jaws 4 was a piece of crap.
It's fun. It's entertaining. It's got that at least. But...
I mean, every time, me and my sister's boyfriend I was telling you about, we always like to go back and and fucking binge watch movies. And we sat there and we binge watched all of Friday the 13th. We binge watched Freddy. We binge watched Saw. We binge watched this and that and all this. And every time we get to Jurassic Park, we skip 3. And every time we get to Jaws, we skip 4. Because they are pieces of crap. Oh, my lord.
But Saw, I actually love to binge watch. To get the whole story. Like, all the twists and turns and everything that's connected and shit they pull from the previous movies. And
a movie series that...
I don't really care that they basically pulled all that stuff out of their asses, because it actually worked.
Yeah. A movie that I can't wait to come out on Blu-ray is Insidious 3, because those movies are perfect to binge watch, because the second one comes right after the first one.
Yeah.
In the third one, have you seen it?
Well, I haven't seen the third yet, so don't spoil it for me.
Oh, what are you doing with your life?
Ah, I'm a poor man. Money is not flowing at the moment, and
Oh my lord, it's so good. It was.
I actually think it's still playing. I think around here, so I can still go catch it.
Is.
Basically, I was thinking we were gonna do sort of a retrospective thing on Jurassic Park, since we both seem to be pretty big fans of the newest movie. But I already did the review episode, so
A lot of people didn't like it. They said that the CGI was bad because it was more CGI than animatronic, and they said this and that.
yeah,
But in itself, you felt like you were in Jurassic Park more than the original Jurassic Park. Like,
yes,
the idea for Jurassic World is cooler than Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was a little tour, but Jurassic World is an amusement park. It's alive. Jurassic
yeah,
World brings
Jurassic Park was not even a beta test of the park.
yeah,
It wasn't
for sure.
even fully up and running. So
Well, Jurassic World's official release date was like 2005, and that's why in the movie they mentioned Jurassic World being open since 2005.
yeah,
And that's why everybody thinks it's safe and this and that. But Jurassic World just made me feel so much more into it. Like,
yeah,
the aquatic dinosaur was beautiful. Oh my god!
it just looked like what a theme park would look like. Is
Yeah,
what you
for
expect
sure.
of a theme park.
And you have like the dinosaur petting zoo. Oh my!
Yeah,
I loved it.
that was just brilliant. And there was this one scene that this is my favorite shot of the whole movie is during the pterodactyl attack, and you see like the swooping image over the petting zoo, and you see this one kid who's sitting on a triceratops, and he can't be more than like 2 years old, and his mother is trying to yank him off the triceratops, but he doesn't want to let go, so he's just sitting there crying his ass off because he can't ride the fucking dinosaur anymore, while the mother is trying to save him. And I just thought that was such a genius image. Like, the kid didn't even notice the fucking dangerous dinosaurs. He was having fun.
Just everybody that was complaining about certain scenes in the movie just it made me so mad. Like, people were complaining that the scene where the one chick, I think her name was Claire in the movie,
Yeah,
where she dies, and they're like, oh, the scene's too drawn out. That scene was so badass.
that's the best death of any Jurassic Park movie ever.
Jurassic World.
That
all
actually
came out of
beats
theaters,
the lawyer's death in the first movie.
getting bit off the toilet.
Yeah. I fucking love that. And that her dying moment is that shot that they've used in the trailers all the time, where the fucking sea dinosaur eats the pterodactyl, but you don't see that she's actually hanging from that pterodactyl's leg.
Yeah.
It was so amazing.
Jurassic World, it hit me in my feels. The
Yeah,
movie,
it really
the
did.
movie, there were some unneeded subplots, like the subplot with the military was a little unneeded.
Yeah, but it was expected. Like, it's part of the formula. Like,
One subplot that really pissed me off was the divorce subplot, because they never got back into it. Like, I thought at the end of the movie, I was like, oh, well, now that the kids survived a dinosaur attack, they're not going to get divorced. But nope.
it
not
was
once, but then
really
actually-
weird. It felt kind of out of place. I gotta agree with that. It kind of felt like the scene in Avengers 2 where Black Widow starts talking about her being damaged and being a monster and all that, without going
Just,
too much into what that damage was.
It's like they're in the storyboard and they're like, we need to give these characters more development. Let's
Yeah.
just have a scene where they cry.
But from what I hear, it's like an hour that's missing from that Avengers movie that's going to be back in the Blu-ray, so it's probably going to be built up more there. But it felt really like out of left field. And the same thing with that divorce thing.
There are some super badass moments in Jurassic World, like how the director came out and said that the Tyrannosaurus Rex is the one from the original movies.
Yeah, and I love that.
And on my the second time I went to go see the movie, I picked up that the last part where the T-Rex is roaring, the last shot of the movie. I'm like, oh, she has claw marks all over. She's an older dinosaur.
Yeah, She's an
But
old battle wounded beast.
I'm not gonna spoil anything about it. But
You know,
yesterday I got to go out and I got to go see The Gallows in Cleveland for the screening, and my God,
it's awesome.
oh, no,
No.
not awesome. It was not the best movie.
Oh.
Insidious 3 was better.
But yeah, that final battle with the fucking T-Rex and the Insidious, the Indominus Rex, the
Oh,
Insidious
my Lord,
Rex.
You see the IRX. No, because like the last shot or the shot where you see
Where
the
she
IRX
climbs that building.
leaning over, where it's leaning over the T-Rex and you're like, oh my God, they're about to kill the T-Rex again.
Yeah.
They're about to let this genetic.
I was sitting in the theater. I was like, "Don't you dare! You don't dare doing this to me again! If you go this way, I'm done. I'm done."
Was it Blue that came out?
Yeah, that was Blue. That was the hero raptor.
And then Blue's little ass comes running up down
Oh,
the thing.
such a little badass. Just not giving a fuck, just flying into his rescue. Basically, kind of a reverse of the first movie, when you think about it.
And then you see that, and that little kid's like, "We need more teeth." I'm like,
Mhm.
"Yep, panic time. Let's go do it. Let's just get it out."
And I was sitting there in the theater, like, before that happened, I was thinking, they gotta be saving it for the end. Like, when we only got that little tidbit at the start, like, I was thinking at the same time, maybe they just thought that we'll just keep it on the side this time and don't piss anybody off. But that would piss me off. Like, if the T-Rex hadn't showed up, then again, I would be done with the series.
I think
The 8-year-old in me just cried when I saw that red flare go off.
oh my Lord. Ooh,
Oh.
the movie was so good.
And I hear people complain about her running away from the T-Rex in high heels, and I'm like, that's what you were thinking about when you were watching that?
I was thinking this T-Rex about to fuck this thing up.
Oh, yeah.
My Lord.
I'm
Whenever
so
the
glad it did.
Inside the water, I was like, A+ movie.
Like,
A+.
Yeah, she's the hero of the entire franchise. Like, that Rex is the main character of the series, and she deserves her fucking private island.
For me, it was always the Raptors of Jurassic Park that really got me because, but going into Jurassic Park, you're like I remember going into Jurassic Park as a kid, and I was like, you know what, T-Rexes, badass motherfuckers, never fuck with the T-Rex. And then I'm walking out, I'm like, Velociraptors, never fuck with the Velociraptor.
Clever girls.
Because like nobody ever really shows off the Velociraptors, and then here comes these two badass Velociraptors fucking with these little kids in a kitchen. And I watched the thing, and it was talking about Jurassic Park, and it was like there are 14 minutes of dinosaurs in Jurassic Park of the movie, and 2 minutes of it are CGI.
Yeah.
And there's only one scene in Jurassic World that is animatronic, and that's really garbage.
Yeah.
That's.
I was really disappointed because I remember they even tweeted like an image of the animatronic raptors to like show, look, we're having animatronics in this movie. Not saying that this is the only fucking thing we're building. Like, it was a really good animatronic, or they did the fucking Brachiosaurus or whatever, Brontosaurus or whatever the fuck the thing was. That was really good. That was the only. Those two scenes were the only dino to human scenes that I really connected to. Those were the only ones that were truly, truly great. Like,
well, this movie has made me realize, because up to this point in watching movies, my two favorite actors were Tom Hanks and Jesse Eisenberg, because Jesse Eisenberg has done Zombieland, and I love that movie. I love Adventureland. I loved The Social Network.
Yep.
I love him as an actor. I think he's like
He's
an awkward kind of guy.
really good.
The fact that he's playing Lex Luthor is, whoa, that's crazy.
He's gonna knock that shit out of the park. No doubt in my mind.
And he's in that new movie. I forget what it's called, the movie with Kristen Stewart. He's like...
Yeah. Teaming up from Adventureland. What the fuck was that called? I saw the trailer. It looked really cool.
Yeah, but up to that point, I was like, those are two awesome actors. They can play their roles just fine. And then I saw Guardians of the Galaxy last year, and I was like, whoa, Chris Pratt is a talent. And then I see this movie, I'm like, whoa, Chris Pratt needs to be in every movie made.
He is Harrison Ford to me.
He is such a good actor.
He's a classic, like, hero leading man.
There's one scene in Jurassic World with him that I crack up every time. I've seen the movie 4 times, and every time I watch it, I crack up with that scene where he's training the raptors in the opening scene of him, and then one snaps at him, he's like, "Don't give me that shit." I'm like, oh god, this guy's a good actor.
Yeah, but that's how you would talk to your animals. Like, he's gotta make himself bigger than a fucking raptor. That's not easy.
And there are a few, like, the one scene where, like, it's all quiet, and then you see the pig run out.
Yeah.
I jumped in my seat at that scene, and I don't know why. I, like, jumped in my seat because it was loud. But
Yeah.
I remember in the original Jurassic Park, in the theater, because I've seen Jurassic Park, the original, and
Yeah.
I've seen Jurassic Park, the remake in 3D, the 2009 remake.
Yeah.
And I've seen them both, and the scene where the girl is standing in the little shelter, I forget her name, and then the raptor head comes out, that is a Class A jump scare. You know what I'm talking about? Where, like, she goes down and she's
Oh,
like,
yeah. Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the part where the dad touches or not the dad of the kids, but the dude touches the fence and he pretends to be shocked. That's
Yeah.
the movie.
Stupid Tim doesn't get his stupid ass over the fence in time.
Goddamn. Spielberg directed the second one, right?
Do you want me to ruin that scene to you forever?
Wait, what?
Do you want me to ruin that scene for you forever?
Oh.
Next time you watch it, when you see him on top of the fence, when they're like screaming at him, "Jump, Tim, jump!"
Yeah.
Look at the actual fence that he's hanging on to. There's like one more section, and then they could just walk around the fence. It's not even a complete fence. It's not even a detour.
And then, I don't know, the Jurassic series has always been one of my favorite series.
Yeah.
And Jurassic World, I was so scared going into it. I was like, this movie is not going to be what I want it to be.
How old were you when you were watching these movies for the first time?
I remember I was a super little kid because when I was going into them, my brother, and I had to stand to the side where my brother bought the tickets because they couldn't see me. I remember I was a little kid.
Okay.
And I remember I was terrified watching them. But,
Because I was like 8 when Jurassic Park came out.
Yeah, I was little. I was probably, I was little. But what else was I gonna say?
You were talking about Jurassic World. No, Lost World. Sorry.
Lost World. Yeah,
Lost
Spielberg
World.
directed that.
Spielberg directed 1997 sequel. Some people like it. Some people hate it.
It was a hit or miss. Yeah. The third one was so trash. Like, Ian Malcolm didn't come back in it.
It was, but up until this point, we didn't know that. At this point, this was the only sequel. And I remember seeing it at the world premiere.
Really?
Here. Such a world premiere that we didn't even have it in our biggest cinema. We took it to our biggest sort of concert stadium. That's where it was screened. And I remember loving the shit out of it when I saw it the first time.
Well, let me tell you some shit really quick. My brother is posted in Louisiana. He's in the military. Yeah. And he drove like 7.5 hours to the screening of Jurassic World, and I couldn't make it. It's like a 2-hour drive. I couldn't make it, and for those 3 days that I couldn't see it, I ignored every phone call and every text I got from him because I knew he was just going to tell me what happened. And I was like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I've actually threatened people about spoiling Jurassic World for me, and the same about Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars!
If
I'm excited.
anybody dares spoil that movie for me, there will be consequences.
Do you go to screenings?
No, I haven't really got into those. I don't really know how to get into them around here, but I mean, certain movies I try to see as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I went to the screening for. I went to the 50 Shades of Grey screening. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I went to the screening for
We all have our reasons.
The Gallows, and I went to the screening for Minions because it was Minions. I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to go see the screening for Trainwreck because even though it's a stupid romantic comedy, it looked like a good stupid romantic comedy. And romantic comedies are my guilty pleasure. So I was gonna go try to see that, but of course Ohio gets fucked out of screenings, so couldn't go see that. And I was happy that they got the Gallows in Cleveland, which is a very far drive, but it was worth it.
What is the Gallows? I can't really say I've heard of this thing.
It's a horror movie.
About?
It's kind of like a ghost movie.
Okay.
Do you want me to...
No, in the vein of Poltergeist, or...
Wait, what?
In the vein of Poltergeist, or like Exorcist, or what?
It's like these students are at a school and there's like a horror anniversary thing that's going on. It's kind of like Scream.
Okay, so like self-aware type, late 90s type horror.
Or which Scream was it where it was like the anniversary of Scream and they had all this stuff going around?
Probably 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, and it's not good.
Yeah. Okay.
It had no big name actors in it.
No, but that's what I usually like about horror movies. That's where the names usually come from. They enter in horror movies as no names, and then they become names later.
Yeah.
But you will spot the ones that won't be anything, and I'm guessing this is one of those.
I mean, it was okay. I think Chris Stuckman was there, and I didn't get to see him. If you know who that is.
I think I know the name.
He's a bigger YouTuber who does reviews. Because he tweeted the same time I tweeted. Like, I tweeted it and then I refreshed my Twitter and he tweeted about it. And I was like, did I just miss the chance to see him? I was like, did this happen? But, yeah, that kind of sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, back to Jurassic World. I mean, no, oh, damn it, Lost World. God damn it, that's fucking confusing now. Any favorite scenes, moments from that movie?
I haven't seen The Lost World in a long time. Last time I saw The Lost World, I was going to watch it today because the other day I was at Walmart and I was looking for the Jurassic... Well, originally I was looking for Amiibos. And I was looking in the Blu-ray section and I was looking for the Jurassic Park Blu-ray trilogy collection.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find it for the life of me. All I could find was the regular ones. I was like, why the hell are there so many? And I was moving around in the romantic comedies, and I moved past it, and I moved the Friends with Benefits CD, and it was behind it. I was like, what the fuck? Who put this here? And then I pulled it out, and then I went and I bought it. It was like $37. And I went home, and my 5-year-old nephew, I was going to my room, and he was over at my house. And I was putting all my stuff away, and he was like, what's that? And I was like, oh, this is a movie I've been watching for a long time. So I sat down and I watched the first one with him, and he wanted to watch it again, and so we watched that twice. And then we were going to watch the second one, but his mom, my sister, came home from the hospital.
Yeah.
So we turned it off, and I want to go see the new one. I want to go see Jurassic World with them in theaters so bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
every kid should experience a Jurassic Park movie in theaters.
I mean, I feel like I'd be a little scared of it, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Because Jurassic World more like a monster movie.
I feel like when you watch a Jurassic Park movie, like I remember it from being a kid, you're more scared during the anticipation of watching it because your imagination is like going wild of the dinosaur shit you're gonna watch. But especially like the first two and World, they got that Spielberg-y touch where he eases you into it when you're a kid. He knows how to present it like in stages, so the kids are scared, but they're properly scared. They're not. He's not fucking with them.
There are a few scenes that I myself would be scared of if I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like the scene where where Chris Pratt's like, you guys got to call these men in, or they're all gonna die. And then like that's the thing.
Yeah, but you are supposed to be scared for these people. Like, we're too grown and jaded to be scared of them anymore, but kids will be. That's the point.
The scene where the oh, you go.
What?
You go.
Huh.
Oh, say what you were gonna say.
No, you were saying something.
Oh, well, what I was saying was, the scene where the I-Rex is like killing all those men,
Yeah.
and you see all the flat lines. I was like, this scene is badass. I was like, all the flat lines going and all the monitors. I was
Yeah.
like, this is awesome.
Kind of like Aliens, when all
Yeah.
that shit is going off.
And I felt like there were some obvious comic relief moments, but they were good comic relief moments. Like where the Indian dude, I don't know his name, they're all in the control room, and he's wearing the Jurassic Park shirt. She's like, you don't think that's low out of taste? And he's like, nah.
Yeah.
And
Why?
she's like, don't wear that again. He's like, I wasn't planning on it.
Like, it's not like this was some major natural disaster that happened back in the day that killed thousands of people. This is like a freak experiment that went wrong that killed a few of the guys who were consulting on the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that people would mourn for decades upon decades. Like, people move on pretty fast.
Let me tell you something about Jurassic Park shirts really quick. After seeing Jurassic World, I came home and I was like, why the hell don't I have a Jurassic Park shirt yet? So I went online, and they had the shirt for $20, and then they had a hoodie for $50. I was like, you know what, I can wear a hoodie more. I'll rock out with a hoodie.
Yeah.
So I bought the hoodie, and it came in 2 days ago?
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Cool.
And I was at Walmart yesterday, and there was like a full, have you ever seen like a full art t-shirt where like, it's not just an art on, it's like an art on the sleeves and everything all around?
Yeah, yeah.
There was one of those for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like the old one, like
Yeah.
the old one. And I was like, holy shit, this shirt's badass. And I was going through it, I was like, why does Walmart have so many cool shirts? And then I got to the end, and I was like, I'm not buying any of these. And I started walking away, and then they had a Jurassic Park on there, and I was like, oh, this is probably like $15, $20, and it was $7. I was like, are we kidding? I was like, I just paid $50 for a hoodie, and I was like, okay.
Grabbing it.
And it felt like the same material, same design. And I was like, oh, okay.
Awesome. I remember as a kid, I wanted so much of that. All that tourist stuff that was in the shop that you see when Ellie and Hammond are like eating ice cream and stuff.
Yeah. In Jurassic World, whenever the kid picked up the goggles, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. And when
Are we...
I so want those goggles.
What would have been even more badass is if the kid picked up the goggles and looked through them and he saw the I-Rex. That would have been badass, because that's what happened in the original one, where the kid looked through the goggles and saw the T-Rex.
Yeah.
That would have been badass.
And okay, let's talk a bit about I-Rex. How did you feel about the I-Rex?
I was scared because whenever I try to stay away from the trailers. I
Yeah.
tried my hardest. The only trailer I saw for it was the Mosasaurus trailer.
Yeah.
But then I started reading Twitter, and people were like, oh, there's a hybrid monster. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, it's another Spinosaurus.
Yes,
like,
that was my thought during the whole movie. I was hoping it wouldn't turn out to be another Spinosaurus.
I got into the movie, and I was like, this isn't going to be that cool. And then whenever the Indian dude, I don't know his name,
Yeah, the owner.
the owner. His name's like Mastrani or whatever.
Yeah.
Mastrani. Whenever he's like, well, this and that. She's like, well, we made two of them, or we gave her a sibling in case she didn't make it. She's like, we're the sibling, and she's like, yeah, she ate her, and I was like, oh, this might not be that bad. And then the scene where Chris Pratt and them, and they go out, and she's in the cage, and she camouflaged. I was like, maybe this has potential.
Yeah. I liked how she outsmarted them when she was in the cage, and also when she was attacking the gyroscopic ball or whatever the fuck the kid were driving around to, the most stupid thing you could ever put in the dino park.
The whole scene, I was just thinking dino pinball.
Like, if there was one place in the park where they could use the rail system from the original park, like, that area would be perfect, so people wouldn't veer off into open gates that they shouldn't veer into. But when you saw how the Indominus was like, how he was trying to...
much out of it. I was like, nostalgia, nostalgia, nostalgia everywhere.
Yeah. And the way the Indominus Rex was trying to get into the ball, that's where he started to win me over, because he always was really thinking and trying different things. That I liked.
My favorite scene in the movie is where Chris Pratt's like riding on the motorcycle and they get to the thing, and then like you see the raptor go up and like they're talking and they're talking back and forth, and then they just unload because it's part raptor. I was like, holy shit, that was a good play.
A lot of people say that that was that it was sort of not foreshadowed, but that they could tell that it was part raptor. But I didn't see that until like it did the whole lip quiver thing to the raptors. That was like, okay.
My girlfriend was like calling everything in that movie, and whenever I first saw it, I wasn't calling anything. I was like, are we kidding?
I was like thinking more that they'd put part human in it or some shit like that before I think raptor, but
yeah. But
but of course, it makes sense that all the movies have been talking about how smart the goddamn raptor is, and here you got a Rex who's suddenly really smart. It has to be a raptor, like, of course.
Yeah. And am I the only one who thinks that everybody loves the one movie poster where Chris Pratt's like riding on the motorcycle with the raptors? Yeah. My favorite movie poster is the poster where you see like the shark and then the Mosasaurus is behind it, and then you see the little kid sitting there with his hand on the glass. Have you seen that one yet?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I really don't like any of the posters for this film.
I love that movie poster. They had that movie poster hanging up in the movie theater, and I asked them, I was like, yo, what do you guys do with these? And they're like, oh, we throw them out. And I was like,
yeah,
can I come in? And I was like, here's my phone number. Shoot me a call whenever you're about to throw that out. And I came into the movie theater last night, and they'd taken the movie poster down, and they replaced it with the Terminator Genesis poster. And I was like, well, you guys never shot me a call. They were like, oh, well, we threw that out last night. And I was like, what? I was like, come on, are we really doing this?
Yeah,
and I looked everywhere online where I could try and buy one, and all they sell is the one of Chris Pratt riding on that stupid motorcycle. I was like, this isn't even exciting.
But yeah, I'm just tired of these CG posters, man. Like, the first poster for Jurassic Park, that's classic. That's how you do a movie poster. Yeah, just this awesome logo, boom, Jurassic Park. What the hell is this?
Like, Jurassic World had so many movie posters. There were so many movie posters.
They spoiled the shit out of that movie. Actually, the one thing that annoyed me about Jurassic Park was the teasing of the Indominus Rex, because by the time, even though I tried to avoid a lot of it, by the time I got into the theater, I already know what it looked like. So there was no point in trying to hide the thing. Most people, maybe you did, but most people had already seen it.
Upon my second, or my third viewing of the movie.
Yeah.
Because my second one was with my girlfriend, and it was super late at night, and I was tired, and I was like, please end this movie, I gotta take a piss. Upon my third viewing, I was more into it. I was like, all right, I'm ready to watch this. I don't have to pee.
Yeah.
And whenever Mazzani's sitting there, like the leaves rustle, and he's like, well, where is it? And she's like, oh, it's probably back there, or whatever. If you really, that could be the dinosaur standing right in front of him, because
it could be.
And then like I thought they really set the Indominus up good. Like, the glass is all shattered. He's like, well, what's this? And she's like, oh, she tried to break the glass.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few scenes I thought were a little dumb. Like, the scene, like, I thought that making her part raptor was cool, but wasn't she mostly Tyrannosaurus? So why?
I think that was the base. The base animal was a Rex.
Yeah.
And it didn't really seem to have much Rex in it, except for the size, for some reason.
Alright, I think we've dwelled on Jurassic Park enough.
Yep, or actually not. We gotta talk about one more thing. The shit stain upon shit stains upon the franchise. Jurassic Park 3. It has to be mentioned, even though it shouldn't be.
Alright.
Okay, what pissed you off the most about Jurassic Park 3?
Jurassic Park 3?
Yeah.
Oh, my lord. Every time I watch it, I've seen Jurassic Park 3 about 4 times, and 2 of them were because my girlfriend likes Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know, some people
why.
do for some reason.
How they set up this big cool fight scene between the Spinosaurus and the
Mhm.
T-Rex, and I was like, even if the T-Rex dies, it's
Yep.
gonna be a badass fight scene.
Yep.
And then it's a 13-second fight scene where the T-Rex dies, and I'm like, what was that? I'm like, this wasn't a fight scene. This was something to make me cry about my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta agree. It was the biggest slap in the face to every single fan. Like I didn't think of it at the time, but in like later, I realized that this is the same T-Rex that got back from San Diego. So it's not the first T-Rex, of course. So it's not my hero T-Rex that they did this to. But still, you set up this major dino fight, and it's just a 10-second, a couple of snaps, and then a neck break, and it's
Yeah. And the Spinosaurus was ugly, dude.
like
That
I
is-
got up early in the morning to get tickets to the premiere of this goddamn movie, and that's what I got in return.
Yeah.
It just lost me there, basically.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
They have announced a new Matrix movie.
Is it announced? Is it official?
Yeah, it's official.
Okay, Matrix 4.
New Terminator movie dropped.
Yeah.
New Jurassic Park movie came out.
Yeah.
What do you think on a Jaws remake?
Like I'm thinking they will eventually do it, but
No.
the thing is, Jaws, the way it turned out is really it's a result of many coincidences and different circumstances that made them have to make the movie the way they did. The reason we don't see the shark as much in the movie is because it didn't work really well. If the shark had worked the way they wanted it to work, we might have seen way more of the shark in the movie. A lot of different stuff, like shooting out to sea was a big problem, so you have to work around that. Lots of stuff. Now, you can do this in a controlled environment with CGI animals, you can do whatever. And I think just from that, you would lose way too much of the whatever made Jaws good in the first place. Remakes
That's actually
remakes
that's a
really
good
don't
perspective. I've never
work.
heard anybody get that into it.
Yeah, remakes don't usually work anyways, but I think Jaws is one of those movies that maybe like Psycho and stuff like that can't really be remade.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of movies have. A lot of people like horror movie remakes, which Jaws could be. People consider Jaws a horror movie
yeah,
because
it's basically a slasher movie with a fish.
yeah, and everybody thinks that it's really easy to remake horror movies because horror movies can be made for cheap
Yep.
and bring in a lot of money, as shown from Paranormal Activity, The Blair Witch Project, etc.
Yep.
So nowadays, all people really want to see is cool kills and this and that. They don't really care about a cool story, and that was shown in Friday the 13th, 2009, it was 2009, and then the Freddy one was 2010, shown in both of those films. But if you really do that to Jaws, that's going to piss a lot of people off, especially Spielberg, because that was a great Spielberg film.
That it was.
And I feel like if Jurassic World would have been fucked up, that would have been another thing to piss Spielberg off, because that was another great Spielberg film.
Yeah, and not only that, it's also the very first summer blockbuster. So you're tackling the very first of basically a genre of movies.
Did you see how much fucking money Jurassic World pulled in?
Yep,
Holy
and I'm
shit.
so happy. I don't care if it brings, or I kind of care if it brings another shitty trilogy, but if it brings another trilogy, I'm happy.
Hey, Jurassic Park wasn't a shitty trilogy. The first two were good. and then for some reason Spielberg didn't come back, and then obviously.
Yeah. I don't know
But,
why. He still likes dinosaurs, so why not?
Yeah.
Stop
I feel
making
like
these
it-
goddamn history pieces. I'm sorry, but I'm getting really bored with them.
Yeah.
I miss
But
the
I think Jaws
adventure
is about to be
Spielberg.
remade for two reasons. One, because it's really easy to CGI animals.
Yep.
That's
Even more so, sharks.
CGI animals are easy. We've seen a billion CGI animals in a billion movies.
Yep.
It's been done for cheap. And for two, they know to pull in a lot of money. They don't care about the fans.
Nope.
And as long as they have cool kills, which they can do because of good CGI,
As long
it'll
as
bring
it's
in a
good.
lot of money. And cool kills make a movie better, but they don't make a movie good.
I just really hope that they will get to the point where they realize that if you just blend animatronics and CGI, you would get so much better effects. You would get so much more believable stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
And it's
have you seen Terminator Genesis yet?
what?
Have you seen Terminator Genesis yet?
I have not.
Yeah, don't bother.
I actually just bought the Terminator Quadrilogy Blu-ray box.
Ooh, nice and quadrilogy. I
Yep.
saw you bought the Tusk Blu-ray too. I haven't seen Tusk.
Ooh.
And I haven't seen much Kevin Smith anything.
Okay, because I was actually thinking we should do a retrospective on Kevin Smith. So if you wanna,
I mean,
Up-
the only movie I've seen of Kevin Smith, and I've only seen it once. I don't even think I finished it. Was Jay and Silent Bob.
yeah, but that's the problem. Jay and Silent Bob is basically the Avengers to Kevin Smith's first movies.
Oh.
All
Everybody
all his
together.
first movies are in a joined universe that share characters, and they all sort of get together in a greatest hits movie that is Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. So
Well,
if you watch Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, I think
Tusk.
I think that is it actually.
Oh.
Those
Well, I
movies
mean,
are all connected.
We can definitely do this again, and I'll be sure to watch them. I saw you tweeted me about him, and I tried to get him in, but I didn't have any time.
Yeah, definitely start out with Clerks because that's a fucking amazing movie. Clerks, no, I was gonna say Clerks 2 is probably in there, but that was after. But you should check out Tusk too. That's a really fun little horror movie.
All right.
I actually got the Blu-ray in my hand right now.
Let's talk about sequels that are better than the originals.
Sequels better than the originals. Actually, we're hitting the hour mark, so we should be thinking. But we can go a little further. I got time. I got
me
plenty
too.
of
I have
space in
plenty
my
of time.
account, so.
I was just
Sequels
thinking about
better
this
than
the other day.
originals. You found the topic, start it off, and I'll think of another one.
All right, give me 1 second.
How am I blanking on this? I got several.
I think Ted 2 was better than Ted. That's a sequel that was better than the original.
Yeah.
I think Scary Movie, not Scary Movie, what am I talking about? I think some of the Screams were better than the original Scream.
Okay.
Not much more I can say.
Bad Boys 2 better than Bad Boys 1.
Yeah. I think the second Avengers was better than the first Avengers.
Yeah, I haven't seen it enough to be sure yet. Actually, Avengers 1 is probably one of my favorite movies, actually, of all time.
Wow.
I can't find a scene that is not perfect and not fun in the first Avengers. There's not one scene where I'm like bored and waiting for something else to show up.
It's weird. I was just talking about the movie the other day, and I was like, this movie's way better than the original. Oh, what was it? Are there any other movies that you can say that are better than the original?
I was thinking of one. Of course, I lost it.
Oh, I got you. Hellboy 2 was better than
Hell
the
yeah,
original.
hell yeah. I liked the first Hellboy, but I gotta agree, Hellboy 2 was way better for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't really know why.
Let me, The Dark Knight was arguably better than Batman Begins.
Yep, and Dark Knight Returns, definitely.
They were both really good. Terminator 2.
Yeah, and Aliens that's a mixed bag. But
I'm not bad.
here's one for you. I think Die Hard 3 is the best Die Hard.
Speaking of Die Hard, did you see Die Hard 5?
Yeah, I saw it and it doesn't exist. Moving on. That was fun. Like, I'm the dude that's usually pretty, like, lax when movies like this come out, and I'm like, it's probably gonna be good. It's John McClane, it's gonna be fun. And it wasn't even John McClane, it was fucking Bruce Willis running around. I'm like,
yeah, John McClane didn't get a fight scene. He's not lovable. He's not funny.
He's running towards the fights. He's been, well, when he's been spending 4 movies running away from them. Like,
there's actually a interview about Die Hard 4 where John McClane was talking about it. He wasn't talking about Die Hard 5, but he was talking about the plot for Die Hard 5, and he was like, "That's what we were originally going to do for Die Hard 4, but we didn't want to because it was going to take away from the Die Hard series." So that just goes to show that the director for Die Hard 5 didn't give a shit.
Nope. And I was going to give him a chance too. Everybody said that the movie was doomed when he was chosen for a director. And again, I'm in the minority when I liked Max Payne the movie.
Oh, you liked Max Payne?
I liked it. I don't understand why everybody hates it so much. It's not great. It's not great by any means or any stretch of the imagination, but it's not that bad. I played the Max Payne games.
Yeah, me too.
I love the games.
Mark Wahlberg killed Max Payne.
No, he did not. He did a semi-good impersonation of Max Payne.
I hate Mark Wahlberg so much.
Why?
Because he plays in too many movies, and he is just something else.
He is.
He will take any role thrown at him. The Happening was a prime example. Like, there are scenes, there are behind-the-scenes things where Mark Wahlberg is talking to M. Night Shyamalan. He's like, this scene doesn't make any sense. He's like, why are we doing this? And, oh, Lord. I hate, and M. Night Shyamalan ruined Avatar: The Last Airbender for me.
That he did. But you can't really do, I don't know how many episodes of Avatar there is, but you can't really do justice to all that in one movie.
Well, yeah, but if they would have made the first movie better, they could have made sequels.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, and I watched that movie without any knowledge of Avatar, and I was not really impressed either. The only thing that probably made me like it the most of any movie since Unbreakable was just that it wasn't any twist in it.
Yeah.
That for once he didn't put a twist in a movie. That was decent of him.
I got another one for you. I think Evil Dead 2 is a little bit better than Evil Dead 1.
Yeah. Or I don't know, if I'm in the mood for something funny, then I want to watch Evil Dead 2. On the scary side, then I think 1 still has the edge.
What is your favorite?
But I actually like the remake of Evil Dead. That was surprisingly really good.
What's your favorite Bond movie?
Controversially, probably because it was the first I saw in the cinema, GoldenEye.
I remember watching GoldenEye, and I was like, I played the game, and I was like, wow, that's that, and that's that, and that. I've played all this, but mine is my favorite is definitely Casino Royale.
I really don't like that movie. I don't know why. I think it was because I didn't like them restarting James Bond. I didn't really catch on to the new movies until Skyfall. Skyfall was the first of the new ones I thought was really, or if Casino Royale was just an action movie, then it would be really, really good. But because it was a James Bond movie, I didn't like it.
I think The Bourne Supremacy was arguably better than the other ones.
I have hardly seen those movies. I just can't get into Matt Damon as an action hero. I don't hate Matt Damon, but I do not love him.
Have you seen Interstellar?
This is actually kind of embarrassing, but no.
Oh, my lord. Wow, where have you been?
Yeah, I've heard stuff about it. I think I'm kind of, actually kind of Nolan'd out. I've been a huge fan ever since Insomnia. No, yeah, no.
Alright, I'm gonna come out and say it.
Oh, what the hell was his first movie called? The one with the guy with the movie went in reverse.
Who, McConaughey's?
No, Christopher Nolan. Oh my God, how can I not remember this? It's not Insomnia.
I haven't seen many of his movies. I've only seen like
What the fuck is
I
it
saw
called?
Inception. I saw The Prestige. Memento.
Memento is the one I'm thinking about.
Wow, I haven't seen that movie since like 2004.
No, but I've been a fan since that movie, and I saw The Prestige, and I saw all the Batmans and
I like
Inception.
I've had good Inception.
But I started to notice that all his movies look precisely the same.
Nah.
They're framed the same. The colors are the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very specific style. Like many other directors have their own specific style, but I think I'm a little bit Nolan out. I need a break, basically.
I think that this has been well oversaid, but Leonardo DiCaprio has like 5 movies that he should have won an Oscar for.
Yeah.
And I know it's been well oversaid, but The Great Gatsby, Titanic, The Wolf of Wall Street, Inception, Django Unchained.
Hell yeah, Django.
Django Unchained is in my top 5 favorite movies. He was good in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He was good in Shutter Island, Body of Lies. He has been in so many.
Even though if I haven't liked some of his movies, I don't think I can think of any movie that he himself hasn't been good in. Like,
yeah, he's definitely good.
He's a Johnny Depp type dude who can just do anything.
What was I about to say? About somebody? Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
He's fun. He's fun.
I know it sounds weird, but I think Magic Mike, for what it is a good movie. And the second one, I've seen the second one.
These are the times where I'm glad that I don't have a girlfriend.
I went and saw without my girlfriend the second one. Because, I mean, the movies are well shot.
Yeah.
The movies have good background. I think for what they are, they're good movies.
Yeah, probably. I haven't seen them, but they probably are.
You know, they are stripper movies.
Yeah.
Movies. But for what they are,
Step Up are, from what I hear, great movies for people who love to watch dancers and Channing Tatum in movies, but I actually don't mind watching Channing Tatum in movies, but I do not typically enjoy dance movies.
What makes
I like dancing, but not dance movies.
Channing Tatum is like, he's an overrated actor because of his appearance.
You know what? I don't feel that is or maybe it's overrated. That he could be, but I find him to be a very fun actor. That he doesn't seem to think too highly of himself. Like,
Did you see Jupiter Ascending?
I didn't see it, and I'm not gonna argue that the dude can be in some shit. That's not an issue.
Terrible. He was bad in Step Up.
Oh.
I think I think White House Down was okay.
He was really good in 21 Jump Street and 22.
Yeah.
He was his cameo in This Is the End is what sold me on him.
Yeah.
When he shows up as Danny McBride's bitch. Like,
This Is the End was such a funny.
you can't say that you're not a fun guy if you'll do that for your friends. Like,
Seth Rogen and James Franco are such a good couple in movies.
yeah.
It is, and they were good in fucking This Is the End. They were good in The Interview. They were good in Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
They were
that whole crew, not necessarily. I like Apatow as a director, but not necessarily him. But that crew that he brought up with Rogen, Franco, the guy from How I Met Your Mother, the big guy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, people will know. That guy, Jay Baruchel, Jonah Hill, all these guys, they are my favorite group of comedians working in media today. Like, all their movies are well written, well thought through. There's a reason for them to do it, except just the paycheck.
Yeah.
When Jay Baruchel goes out to do fucking voiceover work, he ends up going to do fucking How I Met Your Dragon, which is the fucking greatest animated movie that's been done in the past fucking 10 years, I think.
Right now...
Or at least from the Pixar DreamWorks.
Right now, one of my favorite movies of 2015, my favorite movie of 2015 as it stands, I want to say Jurassic World so bad, but that Pixar movie Inside Out hit me in just the right spot.
I hear really good things about it. And I'm so happy that Pixar are doing something original again.
Wait, did you see it?
Nope. I haven't gotten to it.
Lord, you gotta see it.
We've actually had summer in Norway for once. We don't have time to go to movie theaters. That's so not what's happening right now.
The movie, it's not even for what it was worth. It was good. The movie was good. Like, Lewis Black in the movie was funny. Everybody was funny. Phyllis Smith was funny. Phyllis Smith was supposed to play a sad character, and she played it off well.
Yeah.
Wow. And Phyllis Smith actually got the role of that movie because of the scene she was in Bad Teacher, which sucked. I feel like Cameron Diaz is slowly spiraling out of control.
Yeah, she is, and I'm sad for that because I used to like her.
Annie? What in the hell is that?
I have not seen that yet, but it looks fucking terrible.
Sex tape? The Other Woman? What were those? My lord.
She's trying to do the whole MILF thing, but she's basically, I don't know. I don't want to say too hot, but she doesn't strike me as the girl that should be going around doing MILF parts.
I think Jason Segel in Sex Tape was good.
Yeah, Jason Segel, that was the name I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Jason Segel. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, he was good in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
He's good in pretty much anything.
I guess you could say that. He wasn't that good in the Muppets, if you ever saw that.
Yeah, I saw that movie, and I liked it. I think he actually wrote that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was the guy who was like, go banging the drum and like, we need a new Muppets movie. So,
wow.
You know, if that... I thought it was a good attempt. It wasn't a Christmas Carol or any one of the classic like Muppets movies, but it was good enough. I haven't seen the second one.
What else should we talk about?
You know what? I actually think we're gonna have to cut it right here because my iPad is slowly dying.
We're at like an hour and 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much 1 hour 13. So,
well, this was good.
Yes, it was. It was really fun.
Alright.
If people who are listening wants to contact you or find you, do you have any places they can find you?
Just my Twitter is ZachRobinsonYT, and same for all my social media.
Yeah. Then you know where to find them. You can find me at Mulla85, Midnight Toker PC, all my other Twitter handles. I've advertised them all. I want to thank you for joining me, for being my first guest on my show.
Alright,
and
when will this come out?
Yeah, and I hope we can do it again.
Alright.
This has been another episode of the Midnight Toker. I have been Big Mulla, as I always am, and my guests have been...
Zach Robinson.
Great. We'll see you guys later, and have a good night.
See ya.
And...
Little too stoned, man. Don't want it to be too fucking with you. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to piss off, man. I wanna fly away. I wanna fly away. Sometimes I wanna disappear, and I'm anywhere but here. Feel like all these years it's been spent in the wrong hemisphere. but I hold memories near. So I can picture palm trees, calm seas, letting the breeze hit you. It's almost like Jesus was with you. So peaceful, big red, feeding my scriptures. No people, see no evil, no noisy violence. Rather enjoy the silence at Bongoyo Islands, while watching water as I hear the waves break. Man, I'm straight, it's what the doctor ordered. I'm feeling safe and warm. A replacement away from home. It's like I taste God's grace and charm.
I'm trying to get out, I'm trying to fly away. I'm tired, so tired. I'm tired, baby. Need to fly away. Why yo 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 yo? I'm trying to get out, I'm trying to fly away. I'm tired, so tired. I'm tired, baby. I need to fly away. Why yo 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 yo? Run away and don't look back, no past, no worry. Heading for the future, but wait, it's kinda blurry right now. But I'ma do what I got to do, yeah.
Shit, I hope to find some peace someday. I lie awake, trying to find me some sun rays. But hey, it's great, and it stays that way. So ain't shit for me to do but getting hazed the blazes. Like I'm fit to be the fool, but I maintain, stick to the rules. Just looking for some knowledge, a house with a pool, something solid. I'm tired of being an alcoholic, tired of all this, tired of coping with my disorders. I'm cutting corners, even though I'm sure this is all in my mind. Get something to know, I'm scared of falling behind. But what the fuck is this we follow so blind? Yo God, I need to borrow some time, I'm real tired.
I'm trying to get out, I'm trying to fly away. I'm tired, so tired. I'm tired, baby. Need to fly away. Why yo 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 yo? I'm trying to get out, I'm trying to fly away. I'm tired, so tired. I'm tired, baby. I need to fly away. Why yo 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 yo?